Hello again and welcome back. It must be Tuesday, and yes, we took off January. My apologies, but so much was happening. Personal life, business life, Scottsdale, Arizona, and everything else that can happen to you in January. But we're back, courtesy of Jason Smith. We have a new warehouse and a new studio, and it's still got some bugs to work out, but I sure enjoy it. And there's a crew standing over there and they enjoy it too. Anyway, it must be Tuesday. And we've been getting some emails. And in these emails was one that I found absolutely delightful, so I'm just going to read it to you. It says, "Dear Tuesday, the following may be taken as you wish. However, this is no joking matter. Picture this. Keep everything exactly the same, and I emphasize exactly, except add a grandfather clock directly behind Mr. Cox. Provide him with a snifter of Remy XO in one hand and a lit Cohiba in the other hand. Consider altering his footwear from those old man loafers to flip-flops or, option, burgundy Prince Albert slippers without socks. Eric, I can't go without socks. Again, this is as you wish. However, assuredly you will see a tenfold increase in views and your reputation will be elevated beyond your present comprehension. Sincerely, Silence Dogood, who is also Eric somebody. Thank you so much. That's absolutely delightful, and you have figured out the essence of these things that we're doing. Anyway, how do you like my neighbor? That's a 1941 Cadillac, model 62. This is a convertible coupe, or coupe convertible, take your pick. And it's one of the most delightful cars you're ever gonna find. It's fun to drive. It's got a 348 V8. You could get a 3-speed or an automatic like this. This is very early for an automatic transmission in an American car. The car design is what it's really all about, and the designer, of course, was Mr. Harley Earl. Harley Earl and his designs changed all of General Motors completely. Some of the things that are unique styling features on this one, on the Model 62, is there's no more running board. Styling features like this side grille, the sloped hood, the great big grille in front, bumper guards. These were all distinctive trademarks of Harley Earl. Fantastic designer, you ought to read about his history. But the grille, the side markers, oh, and the fender skirts. Those were also one of Harley Earl's distinct features that he added to this car. 348, good engine. You could go 100 miles an hour in this car. 100 miles an hour. In 1940-41, they made it both years. I think in this car with these tires at 100 miles an hour, I'd be scared to death. But that being said, it's one of the most delightful cars you could ever want. And I don't know if we'll sell it before the auction or not. If we do, it's going to make somebody a great buy. This car is qualified to be in the Classic Car Club of America. Not every car is, but this one is. And as a member of the CCCA, you want to have everything up to snuff and original as possible. Well, thanks to Branson Collector Cars, the shop, Jack Martin, everything under the hood is as it was in 1941, down to the hose clamps and the hoses and the braid and the wires, and it looks exactly as it did 70 plus years ago. Inside, one of the biggest features for me is the dashboard. Back in the day, the factories employed painters, artistic painters, who could do this wood grain painting for the dashboards. Nowadays, we use a thing called Hydra paint. If you've ever seen a gun stock with camouflage on it, that's done with Hydra paint. The paint floats on the surface of the water, and then the object is put underneath it and lifted up, and the paint sticks to the object. That's the way this dashboard is done to replicate what was done back in 1941, and I got to tell you, it's flawless. Beautiful red leather, beautiful chrome, The top is in excellent condition, and of course it's at Branson Collector Cars, so the detail is perfect. Thank you again, Jason. It's one of those cars I really enjoy. Now, what happened? Well, 1941, you have to go to the end of the year, specifically December 7th. There was an event December 7th. It was called Pearl Harbor, and it brought automobile production to a halt in this country. But this is one of the cars that was made before that happened. It's a piece of history. It's a piece of Harley Earl's history, and it's one of the most fantastic designs ever to come out of Detroit. Hope to see you again soon.